Okay, good morning, nerds, and welcome to Nerd Summit 2023. My name is Rick Hood. This guy's Kelly Albrecht, and we're really happy to see you here. We're so excited to be in person again after 4 years doing this virtual garbage. Actually, it was pretty fun the first year, but after a while it got a little old. You are at Nerd Summit number 8. We started as Western Drupal Camp, and I'm going to let Kelly tell us about how Nerd Summit started and what Nerd's all about.
Oh yeah, so started as a Drupal camp. How many Drupalers are in here? Okay, a lot of non-Drupalers. So that means we did a pretty good job. We wanted to make. We felt like it being a Drupal camp was exclusive to other people, and at that time we were trying to bring other people into the Drupal community. So we thought one way to do that was to make Drupal one choice of many choices and make it a conference about technology and software and digital experiences. And that would lower one barrier to entry to this wonderful community that we were trying to build. And so I proposed that to the Drupal camp organizers right up there. What is it, in 2013? So we skipped that year. And then we did a couple of really expensive conferences in the conference center. They were big, they were great. We brought a lot of people in, and then we brought it back here just to have it easier to manage, and it's a lot to try to pay for a big, expensive conference. And we've been here ever since until we got disrupted by the pandemic, but now we're back, and to welcome you all back. So thanks for coming. So this is the first, I've been doing a little bit less and less organizing the camp every year, and I think this is the first one where I really only offered moral support, so thanks to Rick for making everybody welcome Rick. Really incredible. This is probably the best one yet. Mostly what I've been doing with Nerd is we're the fiscal sponsor, kind of administrative assistance to a lot of other camps, Nerd Summit included. We also work with Ned Camp, Drupal Camp Florida, Drupal Camp Atlanta. I don't believe anyone else. But yeah, so we're the nonprofit organization that manages all the money and all of the registrations and insurances. Insurance is a big thing. So that's been cool to do. We get to work with a lot of other camp organizers. So that's mostly what I've been focusing on. But the original vision was to, be assisting the communities throughout the year and trying to help people learn and gain confidence to then be able to present at Nerd Summit or at one of the other camps and grow their experience and their portfolio of public speaking and thought leadership. That got hard. That really hasn't returned since the pandemic, but we're hoping we'll get back to that soon. So that's one of the ideas there. But we've kept the camps going. The camps are going strong. Drupal Camp Florida just had a great camp. Design for Drupal, that's the one I left off. They've been doing some excellent virtual talks. I'll have to talk to Leslie to see if they're coming back in person soon. But yeah, back to Rick.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Couldn't do it without sponsors. Thank you, sponsors. Platinum Last Call Media, UMass College of Natural Sciences, because they basically give us this building for free because we do it during spring break. Thank you, Common Media, Facta, Nectar, Tag One, Last Call Media for sponsoring the party and the keynotes. Thank you, community sponsors, Fit Solutions, Montague WebWorks, Message Agency, Tiny Pilot, Hilltown Families, Talking Drupal, Plentico, and Context Capital Asset Management. And we have partners this year, Hack Diversity, who try to get underrepresented people into tech. They're based in Boston. They mainly deal with college-level kids, and mainly in software. And then the Tech Founders, located in Springfield. Well, you'll hear more about them at Trish's session. And then the Drop Times is something that promotes Drupal events mainly, but they help promote our events as well. Special thanks to CNS because getting a space for nothing is a huge help. Many thanks to Kelly and Last Call Media. Kelly founded the nonprofit nerd organization and does a lot of work behind the scenes, including NERDS work and helping with other camps with finances, as he told you. Thanks, Kelly. And also, whenever this year I wanted to spend money and I was worried about it, I said, Kelly, can I spend this money? I said, yeah, just go do it. So basically, he's the underwriter, he's the Santa Claus. Had a fantastic team of volunteers this year. This is the core team of volunteers. I don't have everybody here, like room monitors that are helping today are not here. Sorry if you're not here. But this is the core group that we had helping, and it was just a huge help. So thank you, volunteers. Some information, all this stuff is pretty much on your name tags anyways, but you've got the Wi-Fi in your name tags. If you're tweeting about this, NERDS23 is what we use for a hashtag. We're at Nerd Summit on Twitter. Please read our code of contact. That's at /code.html. What else? The phone number for organizers, if anything happens in any of the rooms and you need to contact somebody, that 413-387-4540 number comes to me and Kelly. I think you'll get sort of an answer machine kind of thing, but just stay there and hit the last thing it says to hit, and it'll come to me and Kelly. COVID masks, we're strongly recommending them, but it's up to you. We have masks available at the desk. One suggestion is, if you don't like wearing masks out the atrium and all that stuff, maybe consider wearing them in the session rooms where it's more closed in. Okay, the session rooms are on 3 floors. You're in 135, which is the biggest one on the first floor. There's another one on the first floor at 145, which is left as you came to the entrance. Then 221 is actually up out that door. That's one way to get to it, but that's on the second floor. That's the second largest room. And then on the third floor, we're using 321 and 329 for sessions. And then the trainings are going on in 325. That means the free code camp trainings for today and tomorrow. And then there's other trainings that are going on Sunday there. In 241 we're also using. We usually don't use that one, but we're using that this year. So there's things going on in there as well. There's signs to get you to 241. It's a little bit hard to find, but this map is on your ticket, so you can take a look at it on your name tag, so you can take a look there. Lunch will be served in the atrium. There's not a lot of seating for lunch. One thing I might recommend is you find other sort of nook and crannies up on the second floor. You can go up there to sit or whatever, but there's no actual huge place to sit for lunch, unfortunately. Make 2 lines for lunch so you're on each side of the table, make it go faster. There's vegan and gluten-free options available. Session recording. We're using these rigs that a guy named Kevin Thull, is it Thull? Thull came up with. He's a Drupal guy, and they're a rig where the computer goes into the rig. There's a USB stick that records the audio and the video from the computer. The video from the computer. It records the screen, and it picks up the audio from this mic here. It does a pretty good job of picking up the speaker and any audience questions. And this is also constantly recording, so this is recording all day long onto a disc. It's kind of a backup audio in case the audio of the USB stick doesn't work for some reason. This thing has to be turned on and off, so I have it on right now, and you can't really see it, but there's a red ring around here. That means it's on. When it's green, it means it's ready to go. But if you're in a session and the speaker hasn't pushed the red button yet, please remind him to push the red button before he talks so that it will record. If for any reason it stops recording and you see the green come back on, you can just hit the red button again and it will start recording again. This is just showing you what it looks like again. I figure it can't hurt for everybody to know how these rigs work so they can help out if something goes wrong in the room. I'm not expecting something to go wrong. I'm super psyched about our keynotes this year. Today is the art of live coding. If you don't know what live coding is, you're going to find out. I won't say more than that, but it's really cool. I think talks that can combine tech with art or create art with tech, art and music with tech. So that's today's keynote. That's at 1 o'clock. Please try to be here right at 1 o'clock because I want to start right on time. It's right after lunch to give as much time as possible to go through the keynotes. And tomorrow's creativity under constraint, the constraint being a Lego kit. So you'll see what that's all about. Scott Bowman's a Lego maniac expert, so he's going to be doing that talk. He's also bringing his huge Saturn V Lego rocket that's going to be put up into the atrium sometime later today. Party is tonight. It starts after the last session ends at 5, so roughly 5:15 or so. We can go to 9 o'clock if we want. It's in the Marriott Center, which is at the top of the hotel building, which is right next to the garage you parked in. So it's a 2-minute walk across there, go into the lower floor. Halfway down the corridor to the lower floor, which is the campus center, there'll be an elevator on the left. Just take the elevator to the top floor. Over there, the live coding folks, Shar and Dan, plus a couple more folks they brought from Brooklyn are going to perform, and there'll be food and a cash bar. Again, please read our code of conduct. Basically, just be kind. There'll be a feedback form to fill out. It's at /feedback at the website. Please let us know your opinions so we can make next year's even better. Any questions? Let's see, I needed to mention a couple of things. One is that parking vouchers, which limit the parking fee in the garage to $6.50, will be here at noon time, so go over there after lunch to pick them up. What else did I even mention? I think that was it. There's some sessions that have been canceled, but you got that notice in the email I sent, plus it says canceled on the website. They're all tomorrow, actually, so 3 got canceled tomorrow, and 1 got canceled on Sunday. Any questions? All right, go be a nerd.